to just set up my the Wi-Fi and my laptop. Thank you.
Session suspended for a minute.
To resume, Mr. President.
Session is resumed.
President, again, we move to recognize the chairperson of the subcommittee, Senator Pia Cayetano.
Senator Pia Cayetano, you may now proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise to sponsor Senate Bill number 2893 under Committee Report number 423, or the Virology Institute of the Philippines Act, which is the output of the Subcommittee on Virology. This bill consolidates the efforts of various senators who filed related measures, namely Senator Go, Senator Estrada, Senator Legarda, Senator Zubiri, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Revilla, Senator Villar, Senator Ejercito, Senator Villanueva, Senator Padilla, Senator Tulfo, Senator Lapid, and Senator Cynthia Villar. Additionally, House Bill number 6452, which has been approved by our colleagues in the House of Representatives, was also taken into consideration. As a background, during the COVID-19 pandemic, as you may recall, there was a clamor for scientific data and reliable information to help us properly address the virus. It revealed the world's unpreparedness in handling such a crisis. In the Philippines, the Research Institute for Tropical Medicine, known as RITM, rose to the challenge, playing a vital role in our country's pandemic response. As the National Reference Laboratory, RITM conducted testing for COVID-19 and spearheaded capacity-building efforts for other government and private laboratories, providing expertise in evaluating laboratory infrastructure, enhancing staff proficiency, and ensuring compliance with biosafety and biosecurity standards. The invaluable contribution of RITM highlighted the critical role of scientific and virology-focused institutions in addressing public health crisis. Recognizing this need, during the 18th and 19th Congress, several measures were introduced to establish the Virology Institute of the Philippines, which underscored the need to create a framework that acknowledges the interconnectedness of humans, plants, and animals, a core principle of virology essential to understanding and addressing the spread of diseases. In crafting the VIP bill, the committee undertook a careful study of the vital role of RITM and other concerned agencies to ensure complementary and collaborative research and development system on virology. The goal was to create a well-considered and strategic bill, not a reactionary measure driven by panic, but one that effectively addresses the country's needs without wasting our limited resources. This measure is the culmination of the Subcommittee on Virology's efforts, which I have the privilege to chair. It reflects a comprehensive response to the lessons of the COVID-19 pandemic, addressing the need for a science-based, interconnected approach while ensuring alignment with broader public health initiatives. Today, we take a critical step in securing the nation's health and safety for generations to come. My experience as chair of the Committee on Health for nearly a decade, senior vice chair of the Committee on Finance overseeing the health sector budget for 5 years, and former chair of the Committee on SDGs, Innovation and Futures Thinking, have taught me a crucial lesson. We must address today's needs while also preparing for the challenges of the future. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals serve as a vital framework for this forward-looking approach, ensuring intergenerational fairness by anticipating the needs of future generations 20 to 30 years or even more into the future. In particular, SDG 3 emphasizes the importance of promoting good health and well-being for all at every stage of life. This goal reminds us of the responsibility we bear to build a healthier, more sustainable future for those who will come after us. This forward-thinking approach is especially crucial as recent events have underscored how unforeseen health crises can profoundly impact every aspect of society, highlighting the need for proactive and resilient systems to safeguard future generations. The key provisions of the VIP Bill. The Virology Institute of the Philippines is intended to serve as a cornerstone for national health security. Some of its salient features include the establishment of a Virology Institute that shall focus on research and development to address pathogens and potential disease-causing agents affecting plants, animals, and humans through the One Health approach. The One Health approach is a collaborative, multisectoral, and transdisciplinary framework recognizing the interconnectedness of people, animals, plants, and their shared environment. It seeks to address complex health challenges at the human-animal-plant environment interface by fostering cooperation among various sectors, including public health, veterinary medicine, agriculture, and environmental science, to achieve optimal health outcomes for all. The VIP will function as an attached agency under the Department of Science and Technology. It shall serve as the lead convener for research and development in the field of virology, encompassing all kinds of viruses and other pathogens in plants, animals, and humans. It will create a VIP board which shall serve as the policy-making body for scientific and technological activities of the Institute. It will also facilitate collaboration with local and foreign experts, organizations, and institutions. Harmonizing functions with existing agencies. Recent years have highlighted critical gaps in our health system, particularly in addressing emerging infectious diseases that stem from the intricate interplay between human health, animal health, and the environment. The VIP is envisioned to address these gaps and ensure that our country is better prepared for future health emergencies. We have also carefully considered the potential overlapping functions of the RITM and other concerned agencies with the VIP. The RITM will retain its current function and collaborate with the VIP in virology-related areas, providing expertise in detecting and identifying emerging infectious diseases, all while maintaining its independent functions under the DOH. The VIP will complement their work, creating a more integrated and robust system for health research and response. Furthermore, the DOH fully supports the establishment of the VIP as the country's research and development institute. This initiative will bolster the nation's ability to address future health crises and pandemics effectively. Through this measure, we aim to adopt a framework that fosters a whole-of-system, whole-of-government, and whole-of-society approach that would streamline science-based decision-making and policy-making, especially during public health emergencies. In closing, health is a fundamental human right, and the establishment of the Virology Institute of the Philippines is a significant step towards ensuring that every Filipino has access to the highest standard of health. Let us not wait for another pandemic to highlight the urgency of this initiative. Instead, let us act now to build a healthier, more resilient future for our nation. I urge my esteemed colleagues to join me in supporting the immediate passage of this measure. Together, let us build the foundation for a stronger and more prepared Philippines. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you,
President, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian would like to deliver a co-sponsorship speech. Move that he be recognized.
Senator Gatchalian is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, I rise today to co-sponsor the Virology Institute of the Philippines Act. Mr. President, if there is one thing the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us, No country can effectively navigate a pandemic crisis without prompt and science-based responses. We were reminded of the immense cost of being unprepared. We anxiously awaited updates on vaccines from other countries, wondering when they would arrive, whether we could afford them, and how quickly we could distribute them to our people. And while we eventually secured those vaccines, the experience left us with lingering questions. What if the next virus What if the next virus arrives? Will we be any better prepared, or will we once again find ourselves at the mercy of other countries to provide the critical vaccines and therapeutics we desperately need for? Though the creation of the Virology Institute of the Philippines, through the creation of the Virology Institute of the Philippines, we are building our nation's resilience. It aims to establish a Virology Institute that shall focus on research and development to address pathogens and potential disease-causing agents affecting plants, animals, and humans, and to ensure the application of these findings will be used towards vaccine self-reliance and protection of our citizens. This bill goes further than just preparing for the next pandemic. It builds the scientific foundation for applied research that will lead to locally developed diagnostics kits, vaccines, treatments, and therapeutics, not just for humans, but also for animals and plants. By doing so, we ensure that our agriculture remains resilient and our food supplies secure. Diseases that devastate crops and livestock can have far-reaching consequences for our farmers and therefore for our economy. Through this measure, we take a holistic approach to disease control and prevention. Ginong Pangulo, napapanahon ng isabatas natin ang VIP Act sa harap ng mga bantang tulad ng African swine fever, bird flu, tilapia lake virus at iba pang mga sakit na naipapasa ng hayop sa tao na lumitaw sa nakalipas na mga dekada. Ang susunod na viral na banta ay hindi na tanong kung darating ito, kung hindi kung kailan ang dating nito. At kapag dumating ito, titiyakin ng VIP na mayroon tayong mga kasangkapan, eksperto at kakayahan upang protektahan ang ating mga kababayan. Before I end, allow me to express my gratitude to the sponsor of this bill, Senator Pia Cayetano, and to my fellow co-authors for their commitment to championing the cause behind this proposed measure. Let us pass this bill and show the world that the Philippines is ready to take charge of its future in virology research. Thank you, Mr. President, esteemed colleagues.
Thank you, Senator Sherwin. Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I likewise would associate myself with the sponsorship speech of the chairperson and would be submitting a co-sponsorship speech to be inserted into the records, Mr. President.
Noted.
1 minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session suspended.